One thing I love doing in 2K is mastering the different heights with the dribble moves that are available to them, making a video on that build and still including the animations and a short dribbling tutorial on that build. So that's exactly what we're going to do in today's video on my new 6'9 build. Now I'll go over the build, but don't feel like you have to make it the way I did. I just make my builds to fit my playstyle the best. But even if you don't rock with my builds, you can still stick around for the dribble tutorial towards the end of my videos to help you master your own build. I've done videos in this style with tutorials on the smaller guards, taller guards, and even 6'10s, and now it's finally time to spread the sauce for the 6'9s. If that sounds good to you, make sure to like today's video and double check to see if you're subscribed, because we're almost at that big 100k. And with all that out the way, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Power forward, 6'9. You can make this at small forward, but I wanted to get that stretch build name. Weight 217, so we get 93 strength and a 6'10 wingspan to get 93 mid-range, which will give us Hall of Fame set shot specialist, which we can then max +1 to legend. And these are the attributes here, and let me go over them. The strong points on this build are gonna be legend. We're gonna bump this up to 93 with our cap breakers, our 5 cap breakers. We're gonna get 93 mid-range. Hall of Fame set shot specialist. We're then gonna max +1 it for legend. 92, we use our 1 cap breaker to get this to 93 from season 2. We can then get legend strong handles. We also get Hall of Fame immovable enforcer in tier 2. We can then max +1 that. So we'll have legend strong handles, legend immovable enforcer, and legend set shot specialist on a stretch at the power forward. And you don't need to take the 3-point up to an 86. I just wanted to max it out. You can take it to an 83. I just wanted everything in my power to whenever I'm doing step back and go-to shots from the 3-point line. The close shot comes up with the mid-range rating, but it doesn't come up too high because we max +1 it. If we would have took this to 93, it would have made our close shot come up, and it was going to be very, very expensive. That's the most expensive attribute on this build. That's why we chose that attribute to cap break. We have an 80 layup, silver physical finisher, 80 driving dunk for the Devin Booker dunk package. Also, the quick drops off 1 once you hit starter 4. 45 standing dunks, so we can get a couple standing dunk animations whenever we're cutting or under the rim. Again, we're going to get the 93 mid-range, maxed out 3-point rating. We have 78 pass sack because I'm not gonna lie, the fast breaks this year are kind of troll unless you have like a 93 pass sack, and even then it's 50-50. Like throwing the break is like almost like a guess pass this year. You have no idea what's gonna happen on the break. I'm not throwing the break too far. I'd rather hit half court or hit the PG and have him decide what he wants to do on the break. But I still want 78 for bronze versatile visionary, and we still get silver break starter. So if you're playing park or even just a power forward, you can throw breaks, but they're not going to be as consistent as an 87 or a 93 pass set. But again, that's not the strong suit on the build. We went 80 ball handle, which you do get really nice dribbling animations, and I'll show you guys after we get out of the builder and get into the dribble tutorial, and a 68 speed ball to get bronze lightning launcher. Now defense is a little complicated because at power forward, you might be guarding a small forward that got pushed to power forward, or you might be guarding a center that got pushed to power forward, or you might just be guarding like a meta back end. So it's hard to decide whether you should go heavy interior and block or heavy perimeter. I personally went high perimeter so I could get immovable enforcer unlocked. See, at 89 perimeter, we get Hall of Fame immovable enforcer, which is at tier 2, which I then max +1 to get legend immovable enforcer. I still went 74 block to get bronze paint patroller, bronze high flying denier, and a 74 interior for bronze post move lockdown. 60 steal rating to get bronze interceptor. Just if we're sitting on a lane, we're not trying to run and snag a lane or anything like that. We're trying to sit on lanes, and if we're in the lane, we're stationary in the lane, we can then get the steal with bronze interceptor. We need rebounding at the power forward no matter what kind of build you make, and I get defensive rebound is more expensive than offensive rebound. You can swap this and you can have more attributes on this build. I 100% get that. Low 70 and lower defensive rebound. I just know at the power forward position, defensive rebound is more important than the offensive rebound. It's cool whenever centers make high offensive rebounds and they're going on the slip and they're crashing down low and they can get offensive rebounds, but lower defensive rebounds kind of troll at the power forward position. You need to prioritize defensive rebound when you're at the power forward. Nothing crazy for speed and agility. I kind of just evened them out. You guys can play with these, you know, take this down or take the agility down and get more speed. Probably you can go 76 max speed. I just want to go 80 and 80 just because it looked clean. 92 strength. Again, we're gonna get legend immovable enforcer. We're gonna get legend strong handles whenever we use our season 2 cap breaker, and a 60 vertical. That's gonna get us our dunk animations, our bronze high fly denier. It's gonna help with that 80 and 70 rebound combo. For takeovers, I think I'm using clinic, just mid-range and 3-point, because I like to play more of a shot creator on this build, but we do have finishing, so it's nice to have all these attributes. You can do spot up shooter and play more like a stretch, but the marksman gives +10 to the 3-point rating. You have a 96.3, but takeover is really preference at this point. And you see we get the build name two-way skilled stretch. Now let's go ahead and get into my animations, my jump shot, and the dribbling tutorial. So these are the animations I'm rocking. I'm pretty sure I was rocking Cade Cunningham in the footage that you guys all seen today. I'm back to using Drew Holiday today, and I know it's more popular, so I'm gonna be showing you guys some combos with that. Paul George regular, Zach LaVine aggressive. This is what I used to crab people. especially with the Jimmy Butler escape moves, his turbo crossover, which we'll go over. I was also using Kevin Durant combo moves, but now I'm back to using pro, but I might go back to Kevin Durant, not entirely sure yet. But I'll throw on Kevin Durant to teach you guys why it's so valuable. Crossover, Devin Booker, pro behind the back. He gets a really good aggressive behind the back that we'll go over in today's video. Rocking the Tyrese Halliburton standing hesitation. I try to use this on all of my builds. It's really good. And I don't know why Jimmy Butler's on. I'm using the Zach LaVine step back, but I'm pretty sure I was using D Book or something like that. Or no, I was using Klay Thompson in the footage you guys are seeing. He has a not the best like standing snatchback, but he has a unique standing snatchback that kind of takes him sideways more than backwards, which is pretty cool to use. But we'll go over the Zach LaVine snatchback because that's what's more popular and what's more easier to use. These are all my shooting animations. Dylan Brooks hop jumper is really nice, especially the Devin Booker dribble pull up. And for jump shot, I'm back to using Jarrett Culver. I was using Justin Holiday. I got my jump shot from Yodman Gaming, one of his jump shot videos, and I was using that for a little bit, but now I'm back to using Jarrett Culver. And the only reason why I have it half speed and 100% to Sadiq Bey is because this is the exact jump shot that I have on my lockdown. So I like using the same jump shot on different builds, but you can definitely find a better jump shot and with better grades on a build with this high of a mid-range. I'll try to go over the moves top to bottom. The reason why people like Drew Holiday size up is his standing behind the back. Now all size up controls are no turbo, flicking the right stick up diagonal towards the off ball hand, horizontally towards the off ball hand, and down diagonal towards the off ball hand. Now up diagonal is the crossover, horizontal is in between the legs, down diagonal is the behind the back. And this is why people like this so much, because you can actually combo this pretty well into other moves, as you guys can see there. There's also a size up combo now which is pretty similar to the regular breakdown combo and the aggressive breakdown combo. If you hold left trigger and flick up diagonal while still holding left trigger to let the combo play out, you'll get a combo or a size up combination here that your player will play out. But you have to hold left trigger throughout the entire process. If you let it go, your player will stop right in the middle of the combo, which is cool to chain that into other combinations. Regular breakdown combo, Paul George, no RT, flick directly up on the right stick. We get this little size up combo action. So even if we pair that into the size up that we just learned, the size up combination, hold LT, let go of LT, flick up directly up on the right stick, you can start to combo these different combos together pretty easily without even having to be a dribble guy. Aggressive breakdown combo, you're holding right trigger, flicking directly up on the right stick. This is how I crab people, because he does this tween cross, and you can take off to the rim right there, or I like to do this around like the half court line, hold RT the whole time. As soon as he does the cross, I like to do the Jimmy Butler escape cross while holding RT throughout the entire process. So I start the combo, flick up, and then towards the off ball hand up diagonal to get that turbo cross. Usually steals your defender behind you, but you can also take off on this aggressive breakdown combo if you want to. And again, you can do your size up combo, hold an LT, let go of LT, flick up on the right stick, and then hold RT, flick up on the right stick. And you can start to chain these different combinations together. Escape moves, Jimmy Butler, the only animation you really want to use is his turbo crossover. Hold RT, up diagonal towards the off ball hand. You're going to get this long crossover. And it's even longer the taller you are, pause. But this is really good. This is pretty much the escape moves that every tall guard is going with. Kobe Bryant still has a really good turbo crossover, but Jimmy Butler was just so good last year. He just has this long cross that you can steal defenders with, and you kind of shift your player, a good distance, and you can combo into that. Combo moves is when you're not holding turbo. I'm gonna go right left on the right stick really quickly, right left. You're gonna get a standing combo. You can also go left to right towards the ball hand and then towards the off ball hand, left right. You can get that animation there. Now the cool thing about the Kevin Durant combo moves is you can hold RT doing this too, which I like. Whenever you're speed boosting horizontally, you can hold RT, flick towards the ball hand and then away from the ball hand, and you're gonna get this like change of direction, which is pretty fast on these taller guards, especially being 6'9" and having like another power forward or a center guard in you. And this is really good for shot creation. Crossover, we're using Devin Booker. That's no RT. I don't know if you can hold RT or not, actually. Yeah, you can hold RT. You just flick up diagonal towards the off ball hand. The Devin Booker kind of just shifts you direction. Get somebody biting left, and then you kind of shift to the right. It's a good crossover to get to the rim. Now behind the backs, his moving behind the back is good. You hold RT down diagonal towards the off ball hand. It's a really good change of direction. That move has been good for years. But the standing behind the back, you have to combo into it. If you guys have been playing, you know this by now. We'll combo into it by doing an escape move, crossover, hold RT, up diagonal towards the off ball hand, and then down diagonal towards the new off ball hand. You're gonna get the standing pro behind the back. But that's not what's really good in this package. it's his double flick aggressive behind the back. So if we do the escape moves crossover, hold RT up diagonal, and then we double flick, you get this move that is really, really useful in game. And what just gets people so often is doing that off of the snatchback. Now, if you have Luka or Zach LaVine snatchback, you hold RT, flick directly down on the right stick. They have to play your 3 right here because it creates so much separation. They have to play your 3, and then once they play your 3, you go right by them, and you move really quickly on these taller builds. And to not miss out on the hesitation, the Tyrese Halliburton hesitation has a really good standing hesitation, which makes you look like you're running, looks like an LT cancel. If you hold right trigger, flick horizontally towards the ball, you get this. You get that running animation. You kind of shift your player back. Say I want to do a turbo crossover after it. You know, you can kind of shift your player more and more. So all the moves that we have equipped, it can shift our player. Now it's just about, you know, getting creative, comboing different moves together, and just learning how you want to attack the defense. But if this short combo or this short dribble tutorial helped you guys, be sure to drop a like on today's video. You can comment if you want more in-depth dribbling. I just wanted to get the build video out. I wanted to get the build vid out, and then a little starter dribble tutorial for those guys that are on 6'9" builds or that are making this build. Again, you guys don't need my exact 6'9" build to do this, or you don't need a 6'9" build in general. You can do this on the taller guards, and you guys can start labbing this. But if you want a more in-depth dribble tutorial, let me know down in the comments. If you want a more in-depth, you know, content on the build, a gameplay video, I'll be sure to do that. Make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Almost at 100K. It's been Koza. I'll catch you on the next one.